Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related. Please, people, please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit that like button hit that like button as soon as you land. Please make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. All them social media apps you are active on, make sure you hit that share button. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Make sure you do so. Currently at 6,754 subs. Next subscriber mark is 6,755. So we're looking for one more subscriber as well. I'm sure news will break during the live stream, which has been happening ever since the season has ended. A lot to discuss with Manchester United as always. As you can see from the title, Mason Mount and Manchester United in talks, still no fee agreed with Chelsea according to reports. You got the Jadon Sancho rumours, you got the Jordan Pickford rumour, which I don't believe. The Man United ownership, which is as long as a Dragon Ball Z saga for anyone who's old enough, or maybe anyone who's watched Dragon Ball Z know how long those sagas are. In particular, in particular the Namek saga with Goku and Frieza fighting. So yeah, we'll be discussing all those things. And on top of everything I just mentioned, don't forget, link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. Big up to Dortmund David, who says big up. Big up Warrior Jason, big up Flawless. Bump up those likes, people. Yes, hit the like button when you come into the stream. Big up Kenton as always, to smash the like button on entry. Jack here says Manchester United, Tottenham, and Newcastle are in the hunt to sign James Madison. Wait, what? Hold up. Wait, what? We're actually, this is from at Mark Ogden underscore. Not sure how reliable he is, but anyone who's watched me for any significant amount of time knows my thoughts on James Madison and how big of a fan I am on him. When we did the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show on Saturday, and Spurs and Newcastle were both linked with him, I'm just like, how are we letting a player of that caliber go for that cheap? And not, we need a 10, 110%. Whether you rate Bruno or you don't rate Bruno, Donny van der Beek is probably going to be moved on. So therefore, there is a space. And James Madison, to me, is quality. I've said this. On the ball, fits the bill. Off the ball, fits the bill. People talk about his injury record. He's played 30 plus matches his entire Leicester career, I believe. I'll have to double check that. But when I look, more often than not, he's playing 31 or 30, 31, 32 or more games for Leicester in a Premier League season. That's enough. If you're missing 6 Premier League games a season, 5 Premier League games a season, like, bear in mind, some of those might be like a niggling injury, like you're out for a few days, or that might be to a suspension, or that might be the manager resting you or rotating or whatever. Yo, James Madison, has there been any valuation on that? Let me know, please, Jack. Let me know. To Dr. Mohammed, this is like, man, it's just trolling here, but we'll get to it anyway. Says United paid 90 million for Anthony. I think Mount's worth 70 million. That's not how you do business. Because if we pinpointed that, then Chelsea would never sign a player for cheap. You sign Kai Havertz for 72 million. So if you're signing Kai Havertz for 72 million, Lavia is worth 100 million. Casado's worth 140 million. Like, what are we doing? That's a bad way. Because you paid X for a player who's not good, then that means you should then pay more for a next player. That's not how business is done. My Warrior J says Manchester United have made initial contacts with Atalanta for striker. Is it how do you actually say his first name? Is it Rasmus Højlund? But yeah, everyone knows the striker I'm talking about from Atalanta, and that's from at Sky Sports _chef. Hey, let's hope that's true again. I don't know a lot about him, but I like his profile. He's pace and power, 6'3", can score goals, technically decent, young, wouldn't be too expensive, and we need strikers. Bear in mind the pluralization of that, people, strikers. So yeah, like, that's a great start. Hopefully, if we were to sign Madison Hodgson, that's a great start to the window. I'm with that whatsoever. Manchester United are monitoring Kim Min Jae and Axel Diassi, but their priority in the transfer market remains landing a top-class striker and a midfielder, and that's from Rob Dawson, ESPN. And ESPN is normally fairly reliable. But in regards to this, yeah, Kim Min Jae, and I'm either or. Like, obviously, I prefer Kim Min Jae, even though I don't know a lot about Diassi, but I've heard, like, again, profile I like. But Kim Min Jae is the one I would like us to sign. But I like the fact that the priority is signing a top-class striker and a midfielder, because that's what's needed. We need more, like I just said about Hudson. We need more than one striker. We need minimum 2, because we don't have one. Martial's not good enough and can't stay fit. Veghorst is going to go back to his parent club. Who else do we have? We have zero strikers. Not even like we have a youngster coming through. It's not even like we have a Garnacho-esque person to play up top. We don't even have like a 17, 18-year-old you can say, yeah. So we need minimum 2. I'm not sure how it is pronounced. I'm not going to lie to Joshua. Yeah, Battle of the North is 7:30 p.m. Yes. Wait, Flawless, question off topic a bit. Are you still planning a live stream for the fixture release date? Yes. It's not off topic because it does include Manchester United. And it is Sarcasm City TV related as well. But yes, I am planning on doing a live stream for the fixture release date. Probably be the United, because the United Arsenal show's Thursday anyway, and that's the day it is. So at midnight, myself, Cam, and we'll probably be like joined by Peter and a few others to discuss everybody's fixture list, because that's what the majority of the questions is going to be about, unless some major other news breaks on that day. And yeah, Noble, I agree. We really do need 3 strikers. I agree. Before I continue, let's continue to bump up the likes, people. We're only at 19 likes. What's going on? How we only at 19 likes? Get us up to 30 likes, people. Like check 1212. Hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're at 6,754 people. Only looking for 1 new sub. And please share this across all the socials as well. Let's get as many people in here as possible. Let's do so. Matthew says, big up Flawless. I don't think we're going to do any business until the takeover is sorted, as apparently things have been put on hold. Well, that's good then, in regards to not us not doing business, but if things are being put on hold for that, that means that the ownership takeover is actually moving forward, which we have heard. We heard that, I think, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, that it's moving forward, and that there is going to be, in the next few days, there will be some form of news and some headway made, which is what we need. We need that forward, man. Like, move on this ownership. Like, what are we doing? Don't understand it. Don't get it. Like, let's make this happen, and let's move on this this ownership. Like, what are we doing? What is going on? Let's see what else I missed as well. Yeah, Warrior J, man, hit those likes. Make sure you do. Oh yeah, let me not forget. Of course, if you super chat as well, people, I will get straight to your comment or your question, people, if you do indeed super chat. Warrior J says, new Manchester United are unhappy with Brandon Williams' comments after Manchester City's Champions League victory. And that's from Rob Dawson, ESPN. So for those that don't know, Brandon Williams posted up on his Instagram story. He was criticizing Rio Ferdinand, and someone put the quotes in the comments, please. I can't remember everything he said. I do not remember everything he said. But it would make sense that Manchester United are unhappy with it, because it does draw quote-unquote negative attention. Like I said, it depends on his and Rio Ferdinand's relationship. If him and Rio are cool, and he said that, I'm like, all right, cool, I get it. But he did say, let me on the podcast, so it's kind of like, I look at it and go, it's between them. There'll be more. Like I said, you lot know me, man. I always, before jumping the gun and commenting on things, it's like I want to know the full information, because Rio's not said anything about it. So like I said, he might see it as tongue-in-cheek, because him and Brandon Williams may be cool. He may see it as complete disrespect. We don't know yet. Obviously, he's going to talk about it and let us know. Well, not let us know, but he'll let the audience know on his platform. But I'd like to see Brandon Williams going there. I would. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see Brandon Williams going there 110%. Noble says, United bleeding the fun out of everything, transfers and ownership takeover. I don't even blame United so much. It's like anyone who thought this takeover was going to be done quickly was just, I don't know what to tell you. If you really believe that. That's why early on when this got mentioned and I was on here in February and it's like, yo, Flawless, why you not gassed and blah, blah, blah. And Taza was gassed up about it. And then even when Liverpool were going to get taken over, Hassan was gassed about a Liverpool takeover. I understand how long these things take. You're not just buying a car off somebody. This is not going to the shop to buy a chocolate bar. I'm saying you are selling Manchester United Football Club for billions and billions and billions of pounds. Billions of pounds. Every I will be dotted. Every T will be crossed. This is not nothing simple. This is not nothing regular, degular. It's really, really not. RJ says, big up everyone. Big up to RJ. Big up Kaneki says, well, Brandon Williams just placed himself in the transfer market and I'm all for it. Maybe. Matthew says, would you sell Sancho to Spurs for 50 million or ask to be a part of the Kane deal? Either or really piques my interest. So say, for instance, If Spurs offer 50 million for Sancho, yes, I'm selling him 110%. Selling Jadon Sancho without doubt. However, if we offered 60 million plus Sancho for Kane, it's a much better deal. As for all my criticism of Kane, which I do stand by, he's still a world-class striker. So if you're getting him for 60 M's and getting rid of a player you don't want, that's great business. And people don't get mistaken, I'm a fan of Sancho. Very similar to Kane, actually, in terms of I can rate you as a player, but still not think you're what's best for my club for various reasons. Obviously, Kane, like I've said, is world class, and people get mistaken. When I said what I said on Troops' podcast, when I've said it on other platforms, when I've said it on here, and we had Eleanor and Jez, both Spurs fans, talking about him, and it's like, yes, in all Spurs' worst moments, he has not shown up. All them embarrassing defeats, all the Spurs attacks, he's not played well. It's not about winning. I'm not saying he should definitely win all those games. I'm saying perform. That's the point I'm making. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying perform. He's not performed. We watched it. Prime example is the World Cup final. Mbappe lost, but we watched him perform. That's the point I'm making. And we put Mbappe in the world-class bracket, correct? Do we not put Harry Kane in the world-class bracket? Also correct. So like I always say, I'm holding world-class players to world-class standards. And it's like all of a sudden when you do that with certain people, people don't like it. Oh, it's Spurs, he'll do this. No. No. So not what we're doing. Nope. Not in the slightest. Oh shit, big up my guy Harris, man. Original. Big up Harris every single time. Hope you're blessed, my brother. And big up for the super chat. He says, gang. He says, bro, who do you think will be the new owners? I think it will be Sheikh Jassim, simply because, and this is basic, simply because he's the richer guy. So we have two people bidding for something. One of them is significantly richer than the other. So the one who can offer more money, that's who I'm saying. But that's it. That's the only reason why. I don't have any in-depth thoughts on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the know. I don't know anything that you lot don't know. So that's all it is. But hey, big on my guy Harris, man. Hope you're blessed, Harris, man. Hope you're blessed. Let's see what else. Football is the game. Now, it's calm. You know I'm a boxing fan. He says, big up Flawless off topic. Who you got, Crawford or Errol Spence? Crawford, but that fight is going to be a fight for the ages, 110%. Since I say a question about the fixture release date, Flawless, what's your ideal first day fixture? One of the promoted sides at home. That's what I would like. One of the promoted sides at home. Kaneki says, I'd soon been Bruno, McTominay, and Maguire before I touch Sancho. That's just me, though. All of the above. You know what I'm saying? If I had it my way, I'd get rid of all of them. Bruno, McTominay, Maguire, and Sancho. Big up to Yardman, said Genio. Good to see you in the chat. Says Wagwan, ManDem. Big up. Yes, RJ. Why would I? Are you still against Mount coming in Flawless? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I would be against Mount. Like, I'm not going to change my mind on that. Like, don't get mistaken. If Manchester United do sign him and he performs well, I'm not going to double down and say, I want to be wrong. If we do sign him, I want to be as good as all the Mount fans say he is, all the Manchester United fans back in the deal. I want to be wrong about Mason Mount 110%, but I don't think I will be. D-Rose says Sancho was always going to flop on them wages. I don't think it's a wages thing why Sancho hasn't delivered. Is the NBA Finals going to be streamed on here? On the Twitch, Harris. All the NBA, all the Sarcasm City TV NBA stuff, all the NBA content, I should say, is all on the Twitch. So yeah, that will be tonight, people. Game 5, Denver Nuggets versus Miami Heat, NBA Finals. Warrior J says there will be a meeting between Harry Maguire and Manchester United over its future. It hasn't taken place yet, but this will happen soon. That's from at Fabrizio Romano and at Caught Offside. Hey, let's hope. I love that. That's good news. That means he's, you know what I'm saying? He's closer to the door because you're 5th choice, man. Let's get him out. Apparently, Sheikh Jassim wants Mbappe. If that's the case, this club won't be successful. There needs to be a proper structure in place, like a DOF, CEO, recruitment, scouting. Yes, there needs to be a proper structure in place. However, signing Kylian Mbappe is not a bad idea, considering we've heard rumors that Ten Hag wants another left winger, which would probably mean Rashford is going to be as a centre forward. And now I'm against that. However, if we were to sign, and this is not going to happen, people, because like Kylian Mbappe is my dream signing. You lot know, well, regular watchers of me know this. He's the only player I'd pay north of 100 million for, because he's the only player I think that's worth it. If we were to sign Kylian Mbappe and he's playing left and Rashford is playing through the middle, that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. It's not. And D-Rose says putting Sancho on 350k bags a week was never going to work. Make players work for these bumper contracts. I don't think it's a lack of effort on Sancho's side. I disagree with that when people talk about money. It's a skill set thing. That's what it is. I don't think it's because he's on big money. It's a skill set thing. That's what I would say. Yes, D-Rose. Still not with the Kane idea, no. I think there's better options. If Sancho were to leave, what winger would you like to see coming in, excluding Vinny, Leao, and Mbappe? I don't think we need another winger because we got Diallo coming back. So you got Anthony and Diallo for the right-hand side. You got Rashford, Garnacho for the left-hand side. You got Palestri who can play from the right. You got Bruno in certain games who can play from the right. I think we're sorted. I have no issue. Like, the wingers is the one place I look at and go, I don't want to see any first teamers coming or any squad players coming. Of course, if we can get a quality first teamer, cool. If we can get a quality squad player for the right place, cool. But other than that, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. Jack says, after 12 years in Manchester, De Gea would prefer a return to Spain to be closer to his family, but there were no viable options open to him in La Liga, and that's from at Mark Ogden _. Again, whether this is true or not, I don't know, but I like that rumor. No, I like this tweet, I should say. I like the fact that there's conversations, or rumors, should I say? I should say rumors. I like the fact there's rumors going on and reports going on that De Gea could be leaving. Very similar to Maguire as well. I like that. I like that. Let's get these players moved on. Let's get these players moved on. I have no idea who this is, RJ. I have no idea. Who's the father of who? I'm going to have to say this again. I have no idea. Big up Matthew. It says Martin Pickford. I just read the first part. They said it made me laugh, but I thought I even popped up with the rest of it. Martin Pickford, what a dreadful window. What do our scouts really do? I want a job. I could do nothing too. Hey, me and you both, Matthew. If you get the job, recommend a friend, please. I beg. You know what I'm saying? And I beg, please, please, please do. Please do. Please do. No. It's not a question of flawless. Just don't like people called Harry. This guy, Kane, Maguire. Here, the thing is, if we were to sign Harry Kane, I'm not totally against it. I just think there's better options. But if we sign him, cool, we've got a world-class striker. We have the second best striker to me in the league if we do indeed sign Harry Kane. We've got... Is he the second? Well, I'll just say one because I need to think about strikers in Europe. We have one of the top 5 strikers in Europe. That's not a bad thing. I just need to, what's it called? I would just prefer a different style. That's all it is. But yeah, Maguire needs to go. Maguire gotta go. Am I confident we get Qatar? 50. No, confident is too far. Do I think we get Sheikh Jassim? Yes. But am I confident? No, that's too far. Because you never know with these people. Never know. All right, he's a City Academy player. Felix, I can't pronounce his surname, but it's Nmecha, is a City Academy player. 22 years old. His playing style reminds me of John Stones. All right, first. If you sign Kim Min-jae, who starts? Varane and Martinez, but it's competition for places now because Varane don't play week in, week out. But yeah, he'd be a squad player. But that's what you want. That's what you want. Strength and depth. Flawless. If we sign all our main priorities and add a Neymar, strengthens our chances of challenging for major honors or not quite ready. It depends. This is tough. Football is the game. What's the main priorities? So if we're saying, because your main priorities might be different from mine. So for me, if we sign a goalkeeper, three midfielders, like I always say, yeah, 3 midfielders. So that's a goalkeeper, center back. No, because they're all main priorities because it all adds to the thing. Like, this is where it gets difficult. Well, let's say the spine, you know what I'm saying? So let's say we get a goalkeeper, say we get 2 midfielders and get a striker. Could we challenge for major honors? Yes. We sort out our spine, yes. There's enough talent there to go and challenge. We fell short this season just gone because of the lack of quality, but we was there up until like January, February. So could we challenge? Yes, but it's down the spine of the team. We need 4. We need a goalkeeper. We need 2 midfielders, and we need a striker. That's just down the spine. Let's see what's going on. Big up my guy Eddie. He says, "Be confident, my G. They call a shake at the bank now. I'm not, man. I'm not gonna lie, Eddie. I know you are confident. I can't go as far. I think it is Sheikh Jassim. I think he'll take over, but confident is way too far. I would say what's the word I'm looking for? Optimistic. There we go. I'd say I'm optimistic, which is not a word you really hear me use to describe things with football, but I'd say I'm optimistic. Manchester United have asked to be kept informed on any developments regarding Moises Caicedo, and that's at Sky Sports _chef. His chef, is he the bald guy who be on Sky? I'm guessing it's him, right? Someone let me know, please. But I love this. I love this. Moises Caicedo, he fits. Casemiro, Caicedo, midfield. Whoo! 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 That's what I'm talking about. Whoo! Whoo! Fire. Hey, you lot continue to get your questions in, please, people. Just please keep them Manchester United related. Please make sure you share this across all of the socials. There's now over 65 of you lot. Only at 33 likes, though. Get us up to 50 likes, people. Hit that like button. Only at 50 likes. And subscribe as well, because I know there's at least one of you lot who has not subscribed, and that was the net subscriber mark, people. If you do super chat, I will get straight to your comment or question as well. We have hit 6,755. We're now looking for 5 more subscribers, people. Get us to 6,760. 5 more subs. That's all I'm asking for. There's over 65 of you lot in here. Matthew says, Brighton are going to want an absolute minimum. 1 second. Brighton are going to want, as an absolute minimum, 70 million guaranteed, with an extra 10 million for Moises Caicedo. Manchester United are interested, but other clubs more. I just like the fact we're in the conversation, because a player like Caicedo, we have to be looking at when you look at our midfield. There's a reason Chelsea and Arsenal are interested in him. There's a reason for that. There's a big reason for that, because he's a what's it called? You can see the level he's at in terms of potential. Like I said, his ceiling to me is top class, because of the attributes he has. Physical, technical. What more could you want from a midfield player? Especially in 2023, and especially in the Premier League as well. And he can play right back. That helps. That definitely helps. Kenan says, goalkeeper, centre-back, central midfielder, and a DM, and a striker. We should be challenging for the title, but depends on the players we get. All have to be quality, but I do agree with this, Kenan. That in particular, the goalkeeper, did I say 2 midfielders? Yeah, I said 2 midfielders. This is starting on a striker. They'll take out the centre-back. But yeah, adding the centre-back as backup. I still think we need 2 new fullbacks. We still need 2 strikers as well. And I still think we still need another 2 midfielders as well, on top of, what did I say? So yeah, I said an improvement on Eriksen, improvement on Bruno, backup to Casemiro. So that's 3. So we still need 3 midfielders. And then a backup to the backups. Like, that's a bit, so a Rabiot, somebody like that. Well, that's a lot of players. Let me actually count that. So that's a goalkeeper, I said. Backup centre-back, 2 new fullbacks. Backup to Casemiro, upgrade on Eriksen, backup to all of them, upgrade on Bruno, 3 strikers. Jesus. It's a lot. I'm saying 11 players. It's a lot. It's how much I don't rate this team. I'm saying 11. I'm saying almost half if it's a squad of 25. Almost. Closing in a half. Big up my guy Shakir says, big up Flawless. I'm hearing Maguire for Kane swap. Thoughts? I don't believe it's true. I don't think Spurs will do that. I really don't believe Spurs are gonna do it. Even if we offered, let's say it was 80 million and Harry Maguire, I don't see them selling for that. I really don't. Matthew's saying Spurs interest in Jadon Sancho is real, and that's from my Jacobs Ben. All right, interesting. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting. Okay. I'm with that. I'm fully with that. Manchester United expected to make a formal bid for Mason Mount soon. Talks are continuing with Chelsea. United have other targets if the move doesn't happen. Well, I like the last part of that in regards to we have other targets if the move doesn't happen. And I'm just hoping that Chelsea price him out. I'm hoping Chelsea price him out. That's what I need. They need to price him out. Price him out of the deal, man. What we doing? What we doing here? Sky high potential, definitely on Manchester United's list. He's going to be one to watch for United. There have been talks with Atalanta about the structure of a deal, and that's from @Jacobs Ben on Twitter on Hodgland. Okay, all right. Big up to Malcolm in the cut as well. We're going to ignore the fact that Hernandez is available for 67 million. Is that dollars? Well, you put dollars there and wants to leave AC. So he's the left back. I didn't know this. We need a left back. I'm with you, Kaneki. I'm with you. We need a left back. I don't know too much about Hernandez. I've not watched him like that to say. Ibrahim, no, I don't. Florida, you think Ten Hag sees De Jong like Mount? No, they're two completely different players. No. Let's see what else you are saying. What do I expect from Ten Hag next season, says D Rose. Depends on the window. Depends on the ownership. Depends on the window. Two major things. Hey, big on my guy Shazad. Finished the article. Makes him out as a bad signing considering that other options I prefer Declan Rice. I hear you. Jez is saying, I don't think Hernandez wants to leave. It's more about media talk. It never came out officially. All right. Big up to Stephanie G as well. Says, hi, Flawless. Big up. When's the window open? I believe it's the 14th of this month. Is it the 14th, the 17th? Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, my opinion about it. All right, Fez. That's why I always say, take anything that is said here, people. Don't take it as gospel in regards to transfer news. I'm just responding to questions and answering stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Yeah, Wednesday, which is, the 14th. So I was right. I knew it was one of those days. Jack says, if we get Hodgland, Kim Min-jae, Madison, Casado, and Costa in the summer, and Tony in January, we can challenge next season. So you said Hodgland, Kim Min-jae, Madison, Casado, Costa, Tony, Jan. Hey, that's a hell of a FIFA window, my guy, Jack. I'd love this window. Hell of a FIFA window. Hell of a FIFA window. I would love that. Do I see it happening? No, but hey, we can hope. That's one thing we can do. Shout out to Fugnificent. One thing you can do is hope. Don't cost anything to hope. Oh, yeah, I'll get to it just 1 second. Let me have a look at it. Let's see. Trying to find it. Yo, just write it again, please. About that Felix. I have no idea how to pronounce his surname. I don't. Matthew says Manchester United have an initial budget of 100 million to spend, regardless of owners, and they want 2 early signings. That's from at Jacob's Bend United Stand YouTube. All right, we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see. I don't see. Even if it's 100 million, this is what I'm saying. We can still work with that. We can still work with 100 million, 100%. It just means no Casados, no Mounts. You gotta be more clever with your business and go and do, that's what you have to do. Maguire is 4 years into a 6-year contract at Old Trafford, but Manchester United are prepared to offload their captain. And that's from at Mark Ogden _ Let's hope so. You know what I'm saying? And let's hope so. Stephanie G says, so it could be the takeover announcement Wednesday the 14th or soon after. Me and you, I know Manchester United fans are hoping it is Sheikh Jassim and that gets announced in 2-3 days. Party over here. Bring it down when I'm finished. Word to trim. Let's see. Sheikh Jassim would have 1.5 billion to buy players and staff once he takes over, 800 million to clear club debt, and 6.5 billion to the Glazers. Hey, let's hope so, Shazad, man. I hear you, my guy. I'm hoping so. Let's see what else you are saying as well. Continue to bump up the likes, please, people. How many are at? 45 likes. Get us up to 50 likes, man. 5 more. What are we doing here? Get us up to 5 likes. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Continue to get your questions in. Please keep them Manchester United related. Don't forget as well, in terms of today, what we got coming up, 11:30 p.m. I here on the YouTube doing the most, which is obviously the transfer show with myself, Ahmed, and Ryan. So we'll be discussing all the biggest transfer news in the Premier League, obviously answering all your questions. And then 1:30 a.m., we're live on the Twitch, people, for the NBA Finals. Live on the Twitch for the NBA Finals, people. Denver Nuggets versus Miami Heat, people. Denver Nuggets versus Miami Heat, Game 5. Heat looking to stay in the series. Nuggets looking to win and win the first chip in their first chip in the franchise's history. To D Rose, who says, flawless as Pep surpassed Fergie. No. Manchester United are thought to be looking for a new goalkeeper. Hey, I love this. We need a new goalkeeper. Need 110%. 110%. This again from Ben Jacobs, who says there won't be an extra preferred bidder stage once they're chosen. The next stage will be full completion. Hey, love that. Hey, Shazad, man, happy birthday, first and foremost. Secondly, let's hope the sale is done. Yeah. On the Twitch. Links underneath in the description. For those that don't know, all the basketball content on Sarcasm City TV is live on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. So you download the Twitch app for free, sign up for free, and the same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on Twitch. So wherever you got your YouTube app on, whether it's your phone, whether it's your tablet, laptop, whatever it is, it's the same with Twitch, the exact same. Is he close to surpassing him? No. To me, he can't surpass him. He can't surpass him. Fergie my goat. We can't surpass him. Simba, but if someone says Pep has, I'm not going to argue them now. Fergie's my goat. You know what I'm saying? Did it better against tougher opposition, in my opinion. Let's see. Well, I love this, man. United looking for a new goalkeeper. How true that is from Matt Law, I don't know, but I like just the conversation about it. I like that. Matthew says Daniel Levy is almost prepared to force Harry Kane to stay at Spurs with the hope he falls in love with Ange Postecoglou's management this season. And that's from Jacobs. Hey, if he stays I think he'll stay at Spurs. I've said this. I think he stays at Spurs. Because he could have done left Spurs. And not so much people talk about last season. I'm not even talking about last season. I'm saying before that. You're a world-class player. No disrespect. Why are you staying at Tottenham Hotspur? Leave. Should have easily kicked off signing new deals and all that. Why? Sorry, Jazz, I missed that issue again. My bad. Oh, here it is. My bad. So Felix, like I said, I can't pronounce his surname. Profile-wise, is closer to Mount than Casemiro and plays for Wolfsburg. Advanced 8 with a good engine, but can be a good squad option. He has some controversial stuff about him, though. In terms of the controversial stuff, I'm unsure on that, so I can't comment on what that is. The first time hearing about him is on this live stream. Plays for Wolfsburg. Okay, advanced 8, good engine. Ten Hag wants him, get him in. Cool. No issues with that. No, I won't be in the States for United's preseason game. If I'm going stateside, it's either for Copa America next year. I'm definitely over there for the World Cup. But no, I won't be over there for preseason. Do I think Pep would have won the league on the Glazers flawless? No. Because Pep needs everything that... Pep is a world-class manager, one of the GOATs of the game. But he needs everything. He needs set things. He needs set players. Can't deal with what we've got. Sheikh Jassim could possibly hire Michael Edwards as our new DOF and would work well with Ten Hag. The only problem is the Liverpool connection. I would love Ragnick back in a heartbeat. Let's hope so. If Sheikh Jassim does take over, he sorts all that out because we need infrastructure. We need our hierarchy sorted. So like you said here at DOF, I've already spoken on the scouts, the recruitment team, medical staff, coaching, the stadium, the training ground, all of the facilities. Like it all needs to be upgraded. So I'm with it. HR says, when are you paying for Mount? Never. That's when we paying for Mount. Never. Let's see. Sorry, my laptop moving slow a sec there, people. In their meeting this week, Ten Hag will reiterate Harry Maguire's dwindling role in the squad in terms of game time. United will look to offload him. And again, that's from Jacobs Ben. I'm with this. Whether this is true, I like this. But we've already actually watched his squad role, you know what I'm saying, dwindle. He's 5th choice. We've watched Varane, Martinez, Luke Shaw, and Lindelof all play ahead of you when you've been fit and sat on the bench. So you are now 5th choice. If we are to sign Kim Min-jae or we are to sign Axel Diassi, you then would be 6th choice. Cool. Move him on. Time. Even if we have to pay 10 million, pay him 10 million. It's time to move on. Okay, D-Rose, you could say the same about Fergie, though, flawless. He got what he wanted. Nah, not always. Go back and check. Like, Fergie, there's no way Fergie asked for Gabriel Obertan, Michael Owen, and what's it called? Yeah, Gabriel Obertan, Michael Owen, and Antonio Valencia. Like, people just be out here saying anything. Like, just go do your research. That's all you need to do. Mate, do you want to see Garnacho be a regular starter this season? Also, more game time for Palestri. Nah. You know what I'm saying? No. I want to see Garnacho's best attributes currently off the bench. let me say that again. Because of his attributes, he's best off the bench. He's bad. Like when you're direct, quick, him against tired defenders, you can see the impact. That doesn't mean I'm against him starting, but he needs to develop his overall game. But what is he, 18? So he's got time. He's got time to develop his overall game. So yeah, no, I would like to see Garnacho off the bench. I think that's best for him. But he can play Carabao Cup, FA Cup, etc. Like certain Champions League games as well. We're gonna play a lot of matches this season. We're in 4 competitions. But yeah, more often than not off the bench. And as for Palestri, every time I've watched him, I've liked. I like what I see. Again, I look at him how I look at Garnacho, best off the bench. Because one thing about Palestri, quick, direct, and he's more of an old school winger because he'll play out on the right, but he'll go down the outside. He don't cut in and shoot. He's not trying to link. He's down the outside, and that just gives you something different. Big on my guy Star-Lord every single time as well. Shikar says, dream signing under Sheikh Jassim for you, Flawless. You can be as shameless as you want. Jassim's got a bag. You already know this. You watch me, Shikar. I was literally talking about it before you landed. Kylian Mbappe. That's my dream signing at Manchester United. He's, like I said, he's the only player I would like us to pay. I'd like us to pay like over north of 100 million for. He's the only player I think is worth it, I should say. Yeah, he did. You're right, Finn. Yeah, Shazad. Didn't Luke Shaw start above Maguire at centre back a few games? And might I say he did brilliantly? Absolutely, he did. Absolutely. D-Rose, I don't know why you're here talking about Pep, so I'm just gonna keep it stepping. Like, man, don't care about Pep. It's a Manchester United show. I don't know why you want to talk about Pep. Ashwin says, how much are you rating Sancho and Anthony last season? Well, me and Eddie are going to do the player ratings this Friday. So we're going to discuss all of these things. We'll be doing player ratings this Friday, so we will be discussing that. And then probably the show after, me and Eddie will do keep or sell as well. We'll do that. Shazad, oh yeah, we've not spoken on this. I've heard rumors saying that United are looking to loan out Mason Greenwood for the full season. I've been saying this, I stand on it where my moral compass is. I don't want to see him play for the club again. He should even be playing professional football elsewhere, but that's a whole different conversation. But if United want to loan him out, let United loan him out. Now, I respect this. Real one can, and he says some quotes about Harry Maguire want to fight for his place. This guy's mental. He wants to double down, but yeah, you're just not good enough. It's not good enough. The 9-2 Foundation know that there's a lot of the 9-2 Foundation know that there's a lot of work to do, not just overhauling one department. They want to get a move on should the bid be accepted as quick as they possibly can. Hey, let's hope so. And again, I like this type of talk if this is true, that they know there's major work to do with Manchester United Football Club. So I'm all with it. Do I have a slight concern of Man United international players might have a small break? No. I don't worry about breaking all them type of stuff. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And that. D-Rose, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? You just want to talk about Pep. You clearly think Pep is better than Fergie. So you're not going to convince me. Fergie, to me, is better than Pep. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about Pep all you want. Like, I'm not interested in the conversation is what I'm saying. I answered your question. There's no going back and forth on it. Raj says, big up Flawless. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I think we are finishing above you guys next season, depending on who we buy. Transfer dependent. You could be right. If we have an average window and you have an excellent window, I hear that conversation. And to you as well, Raj as well. I don't know if you're new here, but I do the United Liverpool show every Tuesday. So please make sure you tune into that. Obviously, tune into other shows if you please. But I'm saying there's a show in particular for a Liverpool fan. Same with Chelsea, same with Spurs, same with Arsenal. And I will find a City fan as well, people. Let's see what's going on. Nah, Doomsbury, what was the question? If I skip by your question, it was on complete accident. I'm not ignoring anybody, people. The chat be moving crazy. So if I skip by your question, my apologies. And one surefire way to make sure your question gets read out, people, super chat. But yeah, I'm not ignoring anybody. Emma says, I respect wanting to fight for your place and believing in yourself, but when the manager doesn't fancy you, showed it multiple times and you're 29, it's time to leave. Yeah, you're right, Emma. You're right. It's like when a left back's playing in front of you, it's time to move. It's time to go on. It's time to move. It's a wrap. The show is over. The show is over. Yeah. It's hot here. I'll win. It's hot here. That's why I got the fan on. You lot can't hear me, but I got the fan right next to me. But the weather is nice here. Yeah, like I said, to new people, I'm not ignoring. I don't ignore anybody. Like, it's legit. I just might miss your question because I'm answering a question and then the chat's moved on. I've just not caught it. Would I be surprised if Maguire travels preseason? No, I'd be surprised if he's still here though. Because it's like you are legit fifth choice and we're linked with another centre back. So it's kind of like there's no way back. You're fifth choice and we're linked with another centre back. Lindelof's probably going to stay. Varane will definitely stay. Martinez will definitely stay. Luke Shaw will definitely stay. Like, it's a wrap. Show's over. As much as it's admirable, you trying to, can't believe I landed that, you trying to fight for your place, show's over. Show's over. It's a wrap. I'm based in Manchester, by the way, for anybody asking. Rivalries says there's a chance Mount stays at Chelsea as Chelsea are sticking by the 80 million or 70 million. Yeah, if they stick at that price point, 110%. 110% if they stick at that price point. Because I don't see Manchester United, Liverpool, or anybody else paying that for Mason Mount, considering the situation they're in. And who made the point? Somebody made the point about it. Oh, yeah, it was Mo from Never a Foul. Big up to Mo. And he was saying how Chelsea want to get this done. I think he said before the end of June, because then it counts in the FFP this year or something like that. That's over my head, but something along those lines. Shikar says, do you fear that if/when Sheikh Jassim takes over, other clubs will try to exploit us since the world is going to know we'll have the biggest budgets and a lot more to spend? No, the reason why I don't fear it is because it's about being sensible. Newcastle United have a lot of money. And yes, Newcastle United are very much different to Manchester United. But we see them making smart moves and making smart decisions. No one takes them for a ride. Nobody's taking, and everybody knows Newcastle have big money. So that's where you have to be clever and you have to be shrewd with your business and be willing to step away from deals. We've watched Manchester City do it. They did it with, I believe it was Cucurella. They were trying to only pay X amount for Cucurella, and City were like, no, and City have the money. So that's where you have to be. There has to be something you stand on. See what else you are saying. Who's the first player you think will leave Manchester United? Not sure. I don't know. I legit don't know. RJ says 45 to 55 million, and we good. Absolutely not. No. Absolutely not. I don't even want to see him for that. That's a ripoff. 1 year left on his deal, and you're paying 45 million for a player out of favor. It's not like it's a Harry Kane where it's a player in favor who you know is top-notch quality. This is a player who's 55 million on the last year of his deal. Chelsea don't want to pay him that money. He doesn't start for them. He's coming off an awful season. No. And he's got 1 year left on his deal. Like, well, no. You're negotiating from the position of power. You're negotiating from that. It's outrageous. How goddamn outrageous. Hey, continue to bump up the likes, people. We're at 50 likes, people. Get us up to 60 likes. Please continue to share this across all of the socials as well. Let me check the subscriber mark as well. Let's see where we're at. We're at 6,758. We're looking for 2 new subscribers, people. Looking for 2 new subscribers, people. 2 more subscribers. Get us up to 6,760. And please continue to share this across the socials. Let's get over 60 people in here as well. Continue to get your questions in as well. Premier League clubs are considering introducing a spending cap that would link the amount any club can spend on wages to how much television money is paid to the lowest placed team. I hate any idea of any form of wage cap. It's not like if you've got the money, you should be able to spend it. You have a rich owner and you want to spend 800 million in one window, you should be able to spend 800 million in one window. People are like, it's not fair. Top level sport is not fair. Who gives a crap about fair? I don't care less. Yeah, I hate any idea of any spending cap. Ward Prowse or Mount, both terrible options. Both terrible. You've read the guy you've mentioned from Sporting Lisbon? Never heard of him, so I can't even comment. Never heard of him. Yep. I think there's always been a Manchester United tax because other clubs know we're useless when it comes to transfers. Yep, there's always a Manchester United tax. 110%. Even under Fergie, there was a Manchester United tax. Even when we was doing good business. We always had to pay extra because we're Manchester United. But now it's about being clever and being shrewd and getting the right people in place as well. We need the best in class in negotiations and be willing to walk away from deals. So for Mason Mount, for instance, if they want 70 M's and we don't want to pay that, don't buy it. Same, when I go one further, Casado. Say we say our limit is 80 million and they want 95. Don't pay it. Say no. Stop messing about with teams and be willing to walk away from deals. Be willing to walk away from deals. Who's the most likely goalkeeper? What does it say? Who's the most likeliest for Manchester United? Is Ashton Pickford, Costa, Onana, or Raya? No idea. But I like all them options apart from Pickford. Not watched enough of Costa, not watched enough of Onana, not watched enough of Raya, but I just want a quality goalkeeper. So it's like, bring me a new goalkeeper that's of a certain quality. I'm with that. Let's see. Let's see. Going back to my earlier comment, I don't get me wrong, I want Sheikh Jassim, but I think PSG owners, when it comes to him and PSG, I like the Nets. Having the best players and big names doesn't always work. Facts. That's why you need to be a mix. But just because you're a big name doesn't mean you necessarily won't work. Casemiro's a big name. Look at the impact he's had this season. So Mbappe, alongside Moore, to me is a fantastic window. And it levels you up. Same way with Neymar as well. I've mentioned it. Neymar on loan, I would take. No, I don't rate Pickford. See what Sheila said. But yeah, 110%. Mbappe. Woo. You know how much that elevates? You know how much that elevates the club? How much that elevates the team, his teammates around him? How much that elevates the fans? How that puts everybody in all the other teams in the Premier League on notice? Whoo! 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 Fire. Whoo! Oh, yeah. Mbappe, yeah. He bags goals comfortably for the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? That comfortably. Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. This is a valid point, actually, Dom and David. He says Premier League ain't gonna have a spending cap. That league has the most spending money and views, and other top tier leagues in Europe have to recruit more. Yeah, and I think it's a bad idea anyway. It's like I said, if a club has X amount, let them spend X amount. Oh, it's not fair for smaller clubs. Top level sport has never been fair. It's not a level playing field. It's never been a level playing field ever. I'm saying, what's this fair thing? This is the highest. You get every advantage you can. What are we doing here? Who do you think will be your owners for United, Sir Jim or Sheikh Jassim? Sir Jim or Sheikh Jassim? I think it'll be Sheikh Jassim. Simply because they're the richer one. Simply because. Were we ever interested in him? Have United dropped interest in Vlahovic and is Rabiot coming? Also, do you think Sabitzer over McTominay? I had no idea he was interested in Vlahovic. Don't know about Rabiot. And Sabitzer is definitely better than McTominay. 110%. 110%. Let's see what's going on here. Matthew Big on my guy says Manchester United have posted an interest in Bayer Leverkusen winger Musa Diaby. He's valued at 65 million. And that's from at Simon Jones at Mail Sport. Can't say I know a lot and him. Yeah, I have no idea who this is. Is he a left winger? Is he a right winger? Jez, this is your time. This is Bundesliga stuff. I know you know. Is he a left winger? If you are in the chat, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Hold up. Let's see. Mohammed says Manchester United need Barella. He's a proper number 8, not Casado Rice, where they play best as a 6. The thing is, I think you can learn. If you're a 6, you can learn to play 8. And if you're an 8, you can learn to play a 6. Whether that's in a double pivot, whether that's as a single 6, whether that's it's 1 6 and it's 2 8s, or you're 2 6s and a 10. Like, I think you can do that 110%. You can learn. That's why when we've been linked with Onana, not the goalkeeper, the ever midfielder people, I'm like, yeah, people are like, oh, he's more an 8 than he's 6. He can learn to be a 6. 110%. Yes, that takes Sabitzer as backup to the backup. He has to be 5th choice. I look at Sabitzer how I look at Lindelof at centre back, where it's Shaw, Martinez, Varane. Let's say for argument's sake, Kim and Jay, and then Lindelof is number 5. He's 5th choice. Be backup to the backup. Oh, he plays both. He plays left and right. Okay. What footed is he though? Is he left, right footed, or is he both? Or he mainly plays. He's left footed. Okay. Hey, big up my guy Imzy, man. Says I just hit the sub. Much appreciated. Ashwin asking about Axel Diassi. Yeah, well, we've just been linked with him. How true it is, I don't know. John says, unlike Sancho, Diaby is rapid. I don't rate him personally. If we were to sign him, that could mean Rashford playing up top. That could mean Diallo go back out on loan. I don't really think we need any more wingers, but hey, I'm with it. Liverpool show every Tuesday, midnight. Shikar says, check out the upcoming live stream schedule. All the shows are on there. I think if we get Qatar, hey, big up Lewis for the raid as well. I think if we get Qatar, the first thing we should work on is our recruiting, get sporting director. We've had some terrible deals in the past. Maguire, Cavani. Why did we ever sign Schneider? I'm with you on that. We need to definitely work on our recruitment, without doubt. Without doubt. Look at Danish Maldini. These men are jokers, you know. Swear down. You men are on a joke thing. Absolute joke thing. Big up my guy Lewis as well for the raid. Big up Victor. Hey, we ain't paying for Mount, mate. You lot can hold that. You lot can hold that. You ain't paying no money for Mount. Chelsea and Arsenal will pursue Casado. Nothing too significant in the United links. Understand it's going to take at least 70 million guaranteed plus 10 million in add-ons. No bid placed yet. That's from Ben Jacobs. Yeah, Yuvraj. Matthew posted this earlier. So yeah, pretty much the same. Big up to everyone who's just joined though. Glad up everyone who's just joined from the raid. Before you lot start talking rubbish about Mount in the chat, make sure you hit the like button as soon as you land. Before you go and type Manchester Funny Minerals Mount, where's the money, blah, blah, blah. Hit the like button, you jokers, first and foremost, because we're only at 60 likes and there's over 150 of you lot. And subscribe and then get to any comments, questions. Keep it Manchester United related. Says Raid Gang, where's the money, fam? Told you ain't getting no money from us. You know what I'm saying? You lot can keep him. Sell him elsewhere. You can keep him, keep Kai Havertz, Pulisic, Ziyech, all these terrible attackers. You know what I'm saying? Jokers. Manchester United have been asked to be kept informed in developments regarding the two defenders, although there's been no direct contact with their clubs. I'm guessing that's Kim Min-jae and Diassi. I'm guessing so. Let's see what else. Yuvraj, I can't answer anything in regards to top four predictions because we don't know what these teams are going to look like. So transfer window dependent. In particular, Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. Those four I look at and go, it's so dependent on the windows they have, is where they're going to end up. 110%. Yeah, starving for their amount of money. Starving. They ain't running you on no peas, no money, no bread. I'm saying no euros, no dirhams. I'm saying nothing. No Wakandan dollars, absolutely nothing. Abdullah says, this is what Hodgman said. Manchester United is a huge club, so I must have to do something right if it says they want me. My goal is to reach the top shelf, and you can say that it's Manchester United, so it will be huge. I love how he's talking, man. That's right. Let's just go get him. Let's go do the business. Let's go and get him. 110%. Let's go get him. Where we at? Let's see what's what. Yeah, it's too early. You're right. It's way too early. Have you not even pumped up these likes? Again, if you super chat, I'll get straight to your comment or your question. This is the ManDem United podcast, so please keep all your comments, all your questions Manchester United related. Please, people, keep them all Manchester United related. Love to everyone who continues to support as well. Big up Lewis for the raid, as always. All right, let's see. Hopefully, man. Shikar says, in regards to Hodgland, I think Sancho deserves another year. Depends on who you lot sign as well, but Sancho should definitely be given another chance. Reason why I'm not with Sancho, same reasons I don't want Sancho is the same issues I have with Kane. And people, when you hear me say that, I'm not saying they're of the same level because of course they're not. The point I'm making is the lack of mobility, the lack of pace and power, the lack of being able to be a part of a fluid front three, the lack of being able to run in behind, the lack of being able to finish off a counter attack is a problem. That man can't go from one box to another box in 12 seconds. They can't go from penalty area to penalty area in 12 seconds. That's what I want. Or 14 seconds. They can't do that. Kane cannot do that. And Sancho can't do that. Yeah, Kane can play the pass. I'm talking about actually getting on the end. Like, look at some of the great counter-attacking goals we've scored, people. This season and in previous seasons. Kane cannot do that. Sancho cannot do that. And it is now an athlete's game. Football in 2023 is a pace and power game. And if you are not pace and power as an attacking player, in particular in the Premier League, you will probably struggle. The only exceptions to that are Manchester City players because they have a supreme system with a supreme manager and supreme players. Take out Manchester City in Europe. Name the players who are successful at the highest level that do not have pace and power. Yes, of course, you need to be technically sound. Yes, of course, as well, you need to have the mental IQ. You need to have anticipation, decision making. But I'm saying, name the ones. Somebody in the chat, name me the players. Take Manchester City players aside. So take out Amares, for example. Take out Bernardo Silva, for example. Name the players who succeed at the highest level in Europe, so that includes the Premier League, that succeed, who are not pace and power, that go and compete and win stuff. Name them. Name them. Somebody, please. I beg. This is why we see Sancho struggle. Because the talent's there from a technical aspect. This is why we see a João Felix struggle. Quality player, João Felix. I always use him as the example because he's the prime example of what I'm talking about. Because he has everything by that, and we see him struggle. It's just the wrong era for players like that. It's the wrong era. Wrong era. Wrong era. Man said Lewandowski. Lewandowski don't compete at the highest level anymore. He don't compete at the highest level. Man said Benzema. Benzema's an exception to the rule, and he's now no longer in Europe. And Benzema is one of the best strikers we've ever seen. He's probably top 10 strikers of all time. Well, in the modern day era of all time. So hear my point. Hear what I'm saying. Lewandowski don't compete at the highest level no more, people. Benzema's quality. Everyone knows me. Benzema's he's probably in my top 5. And I've seen a lot of bad boy strikers. He may be 2. He may be behind Cristiano Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo. Attacking players, you lot are not listening. I said attacking players in particular. Didn't say midfielders. Said attacking players. So your strikers, and let me be more specific. Strikers, your number 9, and wide players, to be even more specific. So don't bring me no 10s. Like I said, we watch Lewandowski get jumped out from, and this ain't on Lewandowski. Again, who's one of the best strikers. He's one of the best of his era as well. The point I'm making. People can never name him. People are like, oh, why don't you want Kane? Kane's the last of a dying breed. That Kane, Lewandowski, Benzema, like those strikers are a dying breed. Like, don't get mistaken. I would have took Benzema at Manchester United because Benzema's an exception to the rule. Because like I said, he's one of the best strikers we've ever seen. 110% easily in the modern day era. So take out, like I said, Benzema because he's no longer in Europe anyway, and he's the exception. Who else? Name the players. All the players we like, all the attacking players have that. Vinicius Jr., Mbappe, the winger at Napoli, Osimhen, Hodgland, all have this in common. Anybody who succeeds has that now from an attacking standpoint. Have to have it. It's not a luxury anymore. Now it's a necessity. These slightly slower, more technical ballers don't succeed now. Your Sancho, João Felix's, the likes of not Dybala, but the likes of a Dybala. It's a wrap. A wrap for them, man. In this athlete's game. Done. It's over. There'll be exceptions to the rule, don't get mistaken. But like they're few and far between. Again, you lot not listening. Ivan Toney is pace and power, number 1. And number 2, does not succeed at the highest level. Does not succeed. And I also said, again, you lot not listening, take Manchester City players aside. See this, people. This is the prime example of what I'm talking about. I made the criteria very clear. And people are mentioning players who, 1, play for Manchester City. I said exclude them. Or 2, at the highest level. And Ivan Toney is pace and power, number 1. But 2, Brentford don't compete at the highest level. So again, like, what are we doing? Yeah, RJ is pace and power football. That's what it is now. I would have definitely took Benzema. 110%. Without doubt. Quality baller, man. Different level. See what we're saying here. Likes, people. Still over 120 of you lot in the building. And we're only at 78 likes. Girls up to 90 likes, people. Hit the subscribe button if you are indeed new as well. Get your questions in. Get your questions in. Please just keep them Manchester United related. And yo, big up to someone who said I missed the comment. He was like, yo, always working. You already know. Chat Sports says not many strikers out there. Not many strikers out there that we know about. Well, there's strikers out there, 110%. There's just not many in terms of the obvious signings. Like midfielders, there's a load of obvious signings. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's obvious signings. But in terms of that, nah. I'm saying, yeah, Jez, of course. Yeah. Doing the most, yeah, feel free, fam. Feel free. No, highest level Champions League and your domestic league as well. So Premier League. I mean, yeah, La Liga will throw in there. League and Serie A. Yeah. Do you mind PMP football next season? Not in the slightest, Jesse. Not in the slightest. That's the thing is with the Mount thing that people presumed I had an issue with was Ten Hag going away from his philosophy and going the more pace and power route and more energy and more athleticism, etc. I have no issue with that. But if you're going, whatever style you are going to choose, go and get the best possible player of that style. So if you're gonna go get the best, if you're gonna get pace and power, go get the very best. If you're gonna go the more technical aspect, go and get the very best. Go get the very best. Flawless, from your point of view, what would be your successful Manchester United summer transfer market? So it's the spine, goalkeeper, 2 midfielders, and a striker. If we get the spine, that's a very successful. If we pattern that. As much as I think we need 2 first choice fullbacks, as much as we need squad players in different areas, if we get the spine sorted, that is it. That is it. Yo, Reg says, are you worried that Manchester United takes so long to get deals done or no? No, not really. Mm-mm. The reason why, because we're possibly going to be under a new regime. And I like the window we had that last summer. I really like the window. That's one of the best windows we've had in a long time. Best window, easily one of the best windows. I liked it. I liked the impact all the players had. Casemiro, Martinez, Malacia, Ericsson, Anthony. The only one we really overpaid for is Anthony, and he needs to improve. Malacia still has levels to go by. I like the impact all 5 of those players had, and they contributed to Manchester United exceeding my expectations and winning the trophy. I can't ask no more. You finished 3rd, won a trophy. Really can't. Minus Europa League, it's the only black mark against the players and the manager from this season. I'm still pissed about that. Shazad says French is the Farmers League. The Premier League's a Farmers League. What are we doing? Shazad, the Premier League's a Farmers League. City dominate. Same way PSG dominate over there. Like, and I don't really like the term Farmers League. I think it's disrespectful to the team dominating. I think it really is, because normally that team is quality. If you're winning 4, 5, 6 out of your domestic titles out of 7 years or 4 or 5 in a row, you're probably a good team. Like them Bayern Munich sides that have dominated, more often than not, are quality sides. That's why they regularly get to the last stages of the Champions League. We know PSG have underachieved. Well, the Premier League's a Farmers League. City dominate. I don't think a team has dominated like City has in the last 5 years. City have won, what, 4 out of the last 5? They just done a treble. They picked up however many Carabao Cups, how many FA Cups. They dominate. Yeah, boy. I like the name. Says, next year, expectations, what are you expecting? With Sir Jim Ratcliffe or Qatar? For me, title challenge and a trophy. Depends on the window. Depends all on the window. What I would like, whether it's Sheikh Jassim or whether it's Jim Ratcliffe, is the infrastructure change. But I don't like Jim Ratcliffe already, simply because he's willing to let the Glazers stay. You're willing to let the people who have ran this into the ground stay. Tells me all I need to know. You don't have the club's best interest at heart if you're willing to allow the people who have ran this club into the ground. They've ran us into the ground, and you're willing to let them stay. Tells me all I need to know. Like, what are we doing? Matthew says, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the Qatari gear, as I have a feeling it's happening, especially with how the reports all of a sudden changed, saying Sir Jim Ratcliffe is now in the lead. Hey, I need to find it, I know I've been saying this. I actually need to find it. It's somewhere in my wardrobe. I need to try and find a Qatari gear. So for those that don't know, I've said this for the longest. Like if we do get taken over by Sheikh Jassim, I will be on live streams for that week, like in the full shebang. So I've got, I don't know the actual term for it, but you know, the full gown thing, people. I've got the head wrap. I've got the black thing that you had around the head wrap as well. I got the full gear. And I got it from when I was in Dubai. Like my shit 110% authentic. So yeah, I will be here that full week in the entire gear, people. Without doubt. I need to actually find it and look for it. I'll have a look for it today, actually. See if I can find it. Do you expect Dalot starting next season, considering his amazing games pre-injury? He's definitely an option. Even though I want us to upgrade on both fullback areas. He can play right back, he can play left back, and he's a good fullback overall. He's a man of many traits, but a master of nothing. So, yeah, like I said, he's got the physical attributes. He's technically sound as well. Like, I'm with it in regards to Dalot being part. Do I want to see him starting week in, week out? No. If that's the case, I'm playing Malacia like left back. I play Malacia left back and then the right back. If we don't sign one, depending on who we're playing, it's between Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. If we're being more defensive, Wan-Bissaka. If we're being more offensive, Dalot. Like, for instance, the goal Dalot scored against Nottingham Forest, Wan-Bissaka's never scoring that. But then defensively, the things we see Wan-Bissaka do, Dalot's not doing that. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. So MJC says you Rants and Aaron should do a Qatari special with the with the attire. It depends. I don't know if they have the attire. I don't know. Would I take Pavard? No. Yeah, 100%. If Qatar gets announced, am I doing? Yeah, I've said already. I just need to find the stuff. 100. You know how gassed I will be. Like, you lot rarely see me gassed. It's very rare. I think you lot have not really seen me gassed. More so, you see me happy after results. Like the Manchester derby against City, the one at home, when we beat Barcelona. When I'm trying to think what else. When we won the Carabao Cup streams after that, like, you lot have seen me. I think that's the only time, but you'll see me gas because it's like, okay, this is the club now finally potentially being in a place to give our team the best possible platform to go succeed at the highest level, which is going to compete and win Premier Leagues and compete and win Champions Leagues as well. Yeah, I think you've seen me gas Star-Lord, but like I said, it's just rare. You might have seen me just more happy. You know what I'm saying, like that type of thing. So, yeah. Let's see what else. I need to find the stuff. I do. Well, if we sign Mbappe, like, I'd be super gassed. Neymar I'd be happy about, but not as gassed about Mbappe. Because I do have my reservations about Neymar in regards to just the availability thing. Does he want to be here? But I'd still, on loan, I'd definitely take it. RSV says, as soon as we replace Ferdinand and Vidic with Smalling and Jones and the Sir Alex, I knew things would start going downhill. The Glazers definitely have descended this club further into mediocrity. They've definitely not helped. But hey, Smalling and Jones, in particular, Smalling at one point, in regards to being a squad player, helped. I swear, was he not a part of sides that won Premier Leagues? Oh man, I'm mistaken. I swear he's got a couple Premier League winners medals. And even when Rio and Vidic was here, he was back up to them, man. I'm cool with that. I had no issues. I'm not too mad if our fullbacks are staying the same. If our midfield and centre backs get a little upgrade, that'll help them out. No, I hear you, Emma, on this. I'm just thinking more so. That's why I've said it's more about the spine. But we definitely need to improve them areas. But I hear you. Let's see what he's saying. The Undertaker CFC says Sancho is not worth 60 million. He's a 30 million pound player. Arguably. So's Mason Mount, though. He's a 40 million pound player. And you lot are trying to sell him for 70. You know? There we go. I'm not sure, Ashwin, how Greenwood will be received. I'm not sure if he does indeed play for Manchester United. I don't know. What's the weather like in Manchester later? I hope it pisses down a ruined City parade, saying that no one will be there. I hear you, Matthew. Now the weather's nice, so I got a fan on. Weather's nice. Weather's very, very, very nice. Still over 100 of you lot in here at 84 likes. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Get us up to 100 likes, people. Okay, you'll find a few questions in. I'm closing out in the next 15, 20 minutes or so. We're still at 6,759. Over 100 of you lot in the building. Only looking for one new subscriber. One new subscriber, people. Get us to 6,760. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't indeed done that. Please do so. It all helps. It all helps, people. Let's bump up these likes and bump up these subscribers. Trying to get to 7K before this month's up, which would be incredible to do. I thought it was like we was going to get nowhere near it this month. I was thinking, yeah, definitely July. But now with the way this month has started and all the regulars and all the new people here, we can try and reach 7K people. We got targets. No, Jesse, I'm not from London. I'm from Manchester, born and bred. Live here, born here, my city. Yeah. Chicago, you're not stupid, man. It's fine, isn't it? You can ask questions. Like, it's cool. It's not even like it's football related. You're just trying to get info. I swear I'm not stupid, but where do I join the membership? The membership, the link's in the pinned comment. So if you go to the top of the chat, it should be there. But I'll drop it in. You know what I'll start doing? I'll start dropping in the membership link like during streams as well. The reason why I've not done it because I'm here by myself. But yeah, I'll do it now for you. I'll drop the link for the membership in the pinned comment. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold up. So it's in the pinned comment on all the live streams. It's underneath in the description of all the live streams as well. But I just dropped it in the chat. So make sure you check out all the levels. There's 3 different levels: Sarcasm Citizen, Sarcasm City Soldier, Sarcasm City General. Great perks. Again, if you have any ideas with perks you'd like me to add, let me know as well. But it's 3 different levels. And if you want to support further, click the join the membership. If you don't, that's fine. Support for free by watching, hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing. Every time, man. Big up. You already know. Your Raj says, is Rashford a purple patch player or is he world class? Neither. I don't think he's a purple patch player, nor do I think he's world class. This season, I'm super impressed with him. I have no complaints about his performance. When people were trying to get on him, say Rashford wasn't good, purple patch this, that, and the third. No, he offered more than just goals and assists this season. He carried our attack and got little to no help. Because when me and Eddie do the player ratings, I've said this before, none of our attackers are getting above a 6. Maybe Garnacho, who 1, didn't play a lot of games, and 2, when Garnacho played, that means Rashford was then playing our position. And he still performed. And his goals and assists contributed to something. It contributed to Manchester United having a good season. It contributed to Manchester United having a successful season. It contributed to Manchester United actually winning a trophy. Like, what are we doing here? This is why I was so critical of Bruno. People are like, oh, you got all these goals and assists. What did the team win? It's a team game. This is not boxing. This ain't UFC. This is not tennis. This is not darts. Don't bring me no individual accolades and individual stats. What did the team do? Because there's nobody we regard as a legend at Manchester United Football Club who won nothing. Nobody who won nothing. You have to win stuff. When you go to those that are lucky enough to been to Old Trafford, when you see statues outside the stadium, when you see the pictures around there, Old Trafford, there's pictures of all them legends. All them legends not only were quality and put up individual numbers, the team won stuff. What are we doing? What are we doing? But yeah, Chicago, if you can't find it, let me know. But I just dropped the membership back in the chat as well. Big up Dar as well. You know what I'm saying? Big up. Is that what it's called? I don't even know what the actual proper term is for it. Is it phobe? But he says, Flawless, are you going to wear... Yeah, I'm wearing the full... I've got the full outfit, 110%. If we get taken over, full outfit, yes. Warrior J says, I have to wake up so early on Thursday since in my time zone, fixtures get released at 4 a.m. My God. Don't worry, yo, Warrior J, sleep and get to that afterwards. Don't worry about that. Get your rest in. Then it says, Flawless. We get to this laptop now wants to move slow. Flawless, I just came back from doing shopping with my gal in the Arndale City. In Arndale, City fans getting ready for a parade. Them chatting we are the best team in the world. It pisses me off, but it's the reality. It's the reality. Facts. It's the reality. 110%. It is. And hey, man, big up to Chicago. For becoming a member, man became a Sarcasm City Soldier. So with a Sarcasm City Soldier, you get not only all the perks of the Sarcasm level 1, you get all the perks of level 2. So all the Sarcasm City Soldier perks, all the Sarcasm Citizen perks, and it enables you to get on one of the members Q&A on the Twitch. So Shakara, if you're on Twitter or if you're on Instagram, let me know. I need to be able to send you over the link if you do indeed want to jump on. Some people who are soldiers or generals don't like jumping on, they just support, which is cool. So yeah, just let me know. Is that what it's called? All right, you learn something new every day. Thank you. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. What? Phobe. But yeah, Shikara, big up, man. Appreciate it. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. If you do want to become a member of the channel. Dortmund's David says. Let's see what's going on here. Rate it the same for the bigger or greater. The more Grand Slam trophies, the greater the player in tennis, and the football, the more trophies, the bigger the football club. Exactly. I don't care about no individual numbers. What did the team win? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I shout you, we'll pattern that. I'm doing the members Q&A on Twitch next week. Probably be next week, Saturday. So I run that. See what else you lot are saying before we close out. Yes, Jesse, I do. You know what I'm saying? Do I expect Garnacho to come off the bench regularly? Yeah, but he'll get game time. But we got to remember he's, 18? And I think that's best for him. Like I said before, with his attributes, he's best coming off the bench. You can see, even in the FA Cup final, when we were playing poorly, you've seen the impact he had off the bench. MZ says, Flawless is a real one. Big up, man. Appreciate it. Says Dennis. Dennis says, Flawless, would you take Hodgson at United? Yes. I like the profile. 6 for 3, like I said. Pace and power. You know what I'm saying? Technically decent from what I've seen. Scores goals. Why not? Young enough to improve as well. The fixture list is out. When is it? Thursday? Thursday. It's out. Something like that. So yeah, I'll definitely be responding to that 110%. No, WKD. No. In a 4-3-3, do you think Mason Mount could bring out the best in Jaden? Mason can run for 2 players. It's not a question of just running. No, he can't. Mason Mount can't even get the best out of himself. So how's he going to get the best out of somebody else? Nah. Battle of the North tonight. Yes. Battle of the North tonight. Yes. 110% Battle of the North tonight. I believe it's 7:30. Let me double check. Hold up. Because the time got changed. That's what it is. Yeah, 8 p.m. I'm literally looking at the group chat now. Because these men are just chatting in the group chat. Just having a look here. Let me see this. I put Sam's bald head in Battle of the North as the O in the title and that. But. That's crazy. Well, yeah, Battle of the North, 8 p.m. on Matisse's channel. 8 p.m. Yeah, mentions that every single time. Big up. What's the name of my song? Which song? Links for everything is underneath in the description. Go to the link. Is it LinkedIn? No, Linktree. Links is, again, every live stream, links for everything is underneath. You can find all music, all my socials, all Sarcasm City TV socials, the Twitch, all that stuff, everything underneath in the description. Every single live stream. I wanted to get to this as well. Someone made a great point. Hold up. Bear with me, people. Did someone ask about, here it was from RSV. I wanted to get to this. Didn't want to get to this. Flawless, do you think if Luke Shaw was playing for Manchester City in the last few years, would he be arguably one of the best fullbacks in the world? Look at how Stones have developed. Fullbacks, no. No. I don't think he has the temperament. The whole play when I want to is not the one. We've seen Luke Shaw, whether it's Tellers, whether it's Brandon Williams, play very well at fullbacks at times. So it's like if you need competition to get the best out of your manager, top managers ain't going for that. I play when I want. I play when I'm only my place is under threat. That being said, I think he's a better centre-back than he is a fullback. Much better centre-back. Even though I didn't believe before this season he could have played in a back 4. I've always thought, because Ollie did it a few times, where we played left centre-back in a 3. And I think he's capable of doing that. But him as a centre, I prefer him as a centre-back. I don't want to see him at left-back. Centre-back, as backup to Martinez, cool. No issue. No issue whatsoever. Thoughts on the Muani links? I've only not watched him. I only watched him in the World Cup, so I can't really comment, Jesse, on that. Can't really comment. Let's see. Yeah, boy says Hodgland and Kolo Muani feel fraudulent, especially with their body frame. Seems very Kai Havertz, João Felix, Gabriel Jesus. Can never see those two getting 20 goals either way, get another Martial. I wouldn't say I can only comment on actually I can comment on both of these because I've actually watched them I've watched Kolo Muani play and I know Hodgland. I've seen highlights of Hodgland. Then neither of them are Kai Havertz. Like, let's get away from that. Neither of them are João Felix either in regards to like body shape. And in terms of Gabriel Jesus, we watched Gabriel Jesus be a part of something. You don't need your striker to get 20 goals to win a league title. Take Haaland out of it. Take Haaland away from this season. Before this season, who was the last team to win the Premier League and their striker scored 20 goals? City were playing false nines when Liverpool won it under Firmino. It was he didn't get 20 goals. So you don't need your striker getting 20 plus goals this season. Of course, it helps, but you need to not only score goals, but you need to be a foil for the team. But somebody answer me that. Someone answer me that question, please. Who was the last team to win the Premier League before this season? The last team to win the Premier League, and their striker got 20 plus goals in the league. I bet it's been 5-6 years. Is it Vardy? Somebody please let me know. Ashwin, big up. Oh yeah. Shiwa, if you're in the Indian if you're in India in that time zone, we'll try and figure something out. I'm from India, but I'm from India, but you live in the United States. I don't know what time is out. It is out here, but it's all good. Yeah, man, we'll figure that out. I'm saying. Somebody tell me. Chelsea. All right, what year was that? What year was Chelsea? What year did they win the league? If it was Costa, cool. What year was that? 16? Someone let me know. Was it? So it was 2015, and we're now in 2023. So we've been 8 years, and we've seen it once. Proves my point. Well, 16, 17, like it proves my overall point. You don't need a striker for that. And that's not me saying bring me Kolo Muani because I've not watched him. Hodgland, I just like the profile. But we need a senior striker. Let's say Manchester United were to sign Hodgland. We need a senior striker anyway, whether that's a Harry Kane, an Ivan Toney, or somebody else. We need more than that. Hey, let's go. Have we even hit 100 likes? Wait. How are we only at 89 likes, people? Get us up to 100 likes before we close out. We're 11 short. Hit that like button, man. Get us up to 100 likes. And subscribe as well. I've just clicked the refresh button. We're still looking for one new subscriber. I know one of you lot has not subscribed. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Let's bump that up. What's going on? What's going on? What are we doing? What is happening? Let's see this. Sorry, man. Just checking, making sure. Man, just out here looking, frowning and that. Just making sure everything's patterned, people. You already know how these things go. It's a one-man band. You know what I'm saying over here? I'm presenter, producer, all that stuff. It could happen, Matthew. It could happen. Let's see. So, yeah, like I said, back to my overall point I was making. Like, yeah, you don't need a striker who scores 20 goals. You don't. Obviously, it helps. We've seen it with Haaland, but we watched City dominate. We watched Liverpool be successful as well without that. Like, yeah. But final few questions, people. Final few questions. Has the likes even gone up? We're at 96 now. Okay, 4 short. 4 short, and I'm going to close out in 5. 5 more minutes to get your questions in, people. 5 more minutes. Jesse says you just need a goal scorer. No, we need more than that. We need a goal scorer. We also need creative players as well. We don't create enough. We don't score enough. We don't create enough. That's what it is. We do not create enough. We don't have our creative players ain't good enough, and we definitely don't score enough at all. We definitely don't. Bruno needs to improve, or we need to upgrade. Anthony needs to improve, or we need to upgrade. Everyone knows we need a striker. We need to upgrade on Ericsson. We need to upgrade on our fullbacks. Our creative play. Look at all the players I just mentioned there. Even the goalkeeper, that adds into you being creative as well. Obviously, to a lesser extent than a striker or a winger, but you understand my overall points. Overall. So we still stuck. Oh, how many hours? Battle of the North, 2 hours from now, just under 2 hours from now, Battle of the North. So we still stuck on individual performances. No, it's a team game, but individual performances help the system. The players we have are not good enough, is the point I'm making. But just getting a striker who scores 30 goals is not going to help us win anything. This was what I was talking about with Kane. We watched it with Ronaldo. Ronaldo got 20, what did he get? 26 goals that season? Was he the third, fourth highest goal scorer? And we had our worst ever season. Because the players around him weren't good enough. And he wasn't good enough. Like, I don't know when people realize that. Like, it's a team game now. But individuals have to be of a certain level for a team to function at the highest level. There's no bad team with bad players that has won stuff. Not one. Players have to be, and the problem is our players individually are nowhere near good enough for where we want to go. Nowhere near. None of them. Not none of them, but very few. We have Casemiro, Varane, Martinez to me. They're the three. The rest of these, man, nah. Rashford are throwing that mix as well, actually. 4. The rest of these, man, are either squad players or need to be sold expeditiously. Jack says Ronaldo's goals came in hat-tricks against shit teams, and that's the point I'm making, Jack. But he scored goals, and we seen how bad he was. Yeah. What? All right. Okay. Ronaldo was on 9 goals in Manchester and then stat padded. Is that the case? Yeah. But for those that don't know, because I know Shazad, you've not been around for a minute, says, what is Battle of the North? It's a show on Matisse's channel. So Matisse, who's a Chelsea fan, hosts it. But then he's got myself representing Manchester United, Daps representing Manchester City, and then Hassam representing Liverpool. Crazy show. Always high energy, hella debates, hella arguments, but it's jokes. It's jokes. So yeah, make sure you lot subscribe to Matisse's channel. And you know what? There's a playlist for Battle of the North on the channel. Yeah, the thing is, people, let me just say this as well. All the shows I feature on a regular basis, I have a playlist for. So Battle of the North, here, there's a playlist for it. The MUFC, Battle of the North on Matisse's channel, there's a playlist for. The MUFC Unfiltered podcast on Saeed's channel, there's a playlist for. Troops' channel, shout out to Troops, is a playlist for. Red Talk, because Rants has now moved back to YouTube, I'm going to create a playlist for. Shameless FC on Lewis's channel, I need to upgrade. But there's a playlist for everything. Anything I'm on a regular basis, let me know if I miss certain people. There's a playlist for on this channel. So you can just go there and click it. So if you want Battle of the North content, click Battle of the North playlist. And all the shows will pop up. Same with Troops' channel. Same with Shameless FC, even though I need to update it. Same with Saeed's channel. And like I said, Rants' channel, Red Talk, I need to create one. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you lot to find not only all the content on here, but all the content I'm on off of here as well. I'm trying to go above and beyond, people. I'm trying. Yeah, Super Badowski says one of the best football shows on YouTube. Yeah, it's a quality show. It really is. It is a quality show. And if there's a playlist for anything I forgot, let me know. Because there's a playlist for all the shows on this channel as well. And I've switched it here. Now it's summer window. ManDem United, all the crossover shows, Q&As, doing the most. I all now have the summer transfer windows as well. And then when the season starts back, I'll create a 23-24 for all the shows listed. And then you can find it. Yeah. Hassam is bald. You can go on his channel and check it out. The joke, man. You know what I'm saying? Joke, man. Yes, comedian. Yes, what a joke, man. He's bald, hyping up mates like, yeah, we're gonna sign Jude Bellingham. See? This is what everyone's saying in the chat. I'm glad you love Black Battle of the North so much. It's fun to be a part of, man. Mad fun to be a part of. It is. You know what I'm saying? Yep, you are, man. Those football fans are eating the summer with this elite content across YouTube. Hella elite content. All the elite content creators out there. Salute to them all. And we ain't stopping. We're still on the Twitch. You still get your fan calling shows and everything like that. But final few questions about Manchester United, please, people. I think we discussed the Mason Mount, Jadon Sancho, the ownership, Hodgland, Kim Min-jae, Diassi. Is there anyone else? I don't think there's anything else. Let me know in the chat if there's anything else before I close out. Flawless, take a guess who United play first in the league. no idea. I have no idea. Just hopefully it's not one of like someone said, oh yeah, fixture. I don't want away at the big six. That's what I don't want. Away at the big six. Yes, Jacob, NBA tonight. All these things are on the upcoming live stream schedule. Yes. All on the what's it called? All on the schedule. But all the NBA content on Sarcasm City TV on the Twitch, people. Kim Min Jae news. There isn't really too much to say in regards to Kim Min Jae. I'm saying there ain't really too much to say on that. Just hopefully we sign him. We know there's interest. That's it. And yeah, Madison been linked, but it does not look like it's serious. Same with Casado, but I'm loving to hear that Madison and Casado they're on our radars at least. On our radars. That's what I like. But yeah, man, love to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna close out the live stream, people. We're gonna close out the live stream. Where am I sending you lot to? Let me see. I might just actually send you lot to Battle of the North now for 8, so then you know exactly where to find it. Hold up. Bear with me, people. Let me do that. Has he set it up? I'm guessing he has. Live's not even on there, the Joker. Alright, I'm gonna just send you lot to doing the most stream. Send you lot to that. That's where I send you lot. Oh, it's Rants live. Alright, let me raid Rants. Bless for letting me know, Dennis. If Rants, I don't know if he set it up though. I have to tell him to set it up because he didn't pop up. Because you have to, it's not automatic. It's not automatic. Let me check. Yeah, it's not there. And I'm subscribed to Rants. But you lot head over there anyway. Yeah, let me have a look. I'll try. Literally just searching for it now. Hopefully it pops up. I'm trying to raid Rants, but I don't think it's what's it called? Hopefully I'll have to tell him to change it. Yeah, it's not popping up. So yeah, everyone head over to Rants' stream anyway, but I'll send you lot to the Doing the Most show still. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to tell Rants he's gonna have to change it because I can't raid him because the options are not open. But everyone head over there and anyway, drop the YouTube link in the chat, people, and everyone head over there and let him know we sent you that I sent you lot over. Make sure you do that. Right, let's see. I think that's it. I think that is legit it. But yeah, like I said, hoping Manchester United don't sign Mason Mount, Casado. Ooh, bring me Casado Madison, please. Kim Min Jae, new goalkeeper. Kim Min Jae, Casado, Madison, striker. Imagine Casemiro, Casado, Madison midfield. That is what I'm with a bad boy striker up top and a bad boy goalkeeper. Oh, we back. That happens with Sheikh Jassim. Are we back, people? I will be gassed at that. We are back if that happens. But anyways, we're gonna close out. Love to everyone that has locked in, man. Big up to everyone who has locked in. Love to you lot to continue to support. Much appreciated. Check out the upcoming live stream schedules on here on the YouTube and on the Twitch as well. And this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.